But yeah, back to what we were saying. Like, it's honestly terrible that people would have to intentionally avoid putting their self out there in a way that they would like to, simply because they're like a girl or like, you know, like any reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool.
I agree.
All right, now back to the funny jokes.
Yeah, back to the funny tax. Also, dude, I'm gonna turn the volume down on this. It's not you, it's me. I think it's just there's so much stuff in these areas that recently has been ear raping me, and I have no idea what to do about it. Like, I'm hearing it being loud. I know the answer is turn the volume down, but then everything else is a bit lower, and I'm like, well, tack is vibes. How could I lower the vibes?
You simply can't.
I simply can't. Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker, though. Look at him go. Also, I like this model of him just fucking scrunched.
Yeah.
Oh, I murdered him. You see that shit?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, dude.
I sent him to hell. Dude, playing tag it's so peaceful.
It is. We just get to play tag and listen to the music and let the discussion flow.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed.
If we could always just play games that allow us to turn off as much as tack, but are as peaceful and enjoyable to turn off to, that'd be my ultimate channel.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think like how Critical's old style videos were, almost, where it wasn't even like him commenting on the gameplay. It's just like him discussing with gameplay in the background. That's ideal to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like basically a podcast, but with just a little more there.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much just what we do, you know?
Yeah.
Like a podcast with a little more there. Cuz
yeah.
What if like we're hanging out, you know, we're not like talking about the game most of the time when we play. We're talking about other shit. It's just we have games on in the background as the other thing, you know?
Yeah. And we've said this before, but I think our channel we've kept it very natural.
Yeah.
Like it never feels forced to me, like when we're just having a conversation about shit.
And if there's something we don't want to play, like today, I personally didn't want to do Psychonauts. We just don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we just do what we're feeling. We talk about what we're feeling. Mm-hmm. And we reinforce the wrong perception of a parasocial relationship with us that you shouldn't have. because of how quaintly natural we are with how we do things.
You're not supposed to tell him that part.
I know.
Man, you're not supposed to say that part.
I'm sorry. I mean, you are our friend. You are our best friend. That shit's fucked when it's like when it's so removed that you can't think of your viewers as your friends though either.
Yeah. There's a happy medium.
There's obviously a happy medium, right?
Well, yeah, because they allow us to do this, even though it's not like we do this full time. You know, it's not like it's our jobs, but like, if our channel was still at like 10 subscribers, we probably would have been like, all right, let's call it a day.
Yeah, I think so.
At some point. But yeah, no, definitely. That's always something I found weird, is people that like 100% disconnect from it, like to the point where they just like don't acknowledge anything other than just like a number. Maybe that's just because we're so small still. Like it's hard.
I think that's what it's like for people who are more there for the game than like creating content that they like. Like when you're like a like the best at a game, right? Or some shit like that. I'll just take Pastili for Tarkov, for example, because I've been playing a lot of Tarkov recently, and that's the first guy that comes to mind, right? Like he's the Tarkov dad. That's what he is. Like, I don't really watch a lot of his content, and I don't really have to know that he's the guy that's the best at the game. And he probably doesn't have a community that remains consistent and grows slowly whether he's playing Tarkov or not. He's going to be playing Tarkov, and that's going to be what his content's based around. It's not going to be based around his personality more so than it is his gameplay.
I was going to say, I think it must be miserable when you're pigeonholed into playing a single game and that's it.
Or games like it, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because it only like the well only goes so far.
Yeah. That was a thing that that Sing Sing had a really big problem with. He's a, for people who don't know him, he was a Dota streamer for a very long time, and then he kind of got bored of Dota after a while, and he took a long break, and like he lost like I think half of his Twitch subscribers or something like that.
Yeah,
like some crazy number.
Long and break from Dota or just from streaming in general?
From Dota.
Okay, yeah.
Like he simply just stopped playing Dota for a while and like did like variety stuff. You know, he just played whatever he felt like.
Yeah, because variety is just fun.
It is, and he lost like an absurd amount of subscribers, which is like your livelihood, and like I imagine that's really stressful because, you know, it's like, do I play this game that I have no interest in playing right now, and make more money and therefore have like a, you know, a more enjoyable moment, you know? Because like money, like at the end of the day, people say money can't buy happiness, but like there is a number where
it totally can. It totally can, dude.
Like not like there's definitely a number where it rails
It's the opposite
off,
where like if you don't have this much, you can't be happy. It's the exact opposite.
Yeah, because like if you have to spend every minute of your day working and you don't get to enjoy the things you enjoy, you're fucked. You know, you're gonna hate your life. But like, you know, if you make enough where you can work a normal amount of hours and have a good time still, you're gonna be happier.
Yeah, and my job pays like shit, but I'm lucky that I like my job and my coworkers. So like, it's a good enough environment where I could be making shit, and unless I'm at that point where like I deserve to be making more now, I wouldn't care, you know? Mm-hmm. And eventually you'll at that point because you have to grow up and like you want to have kids or something at some point, but
yeah,
you know.
But like yeah, like so Sing Sing, you know, like I imagine for people like that, like it must be really disheartening, like to try and switch and then just be like told basically fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
It is. It definitely is. Sharpie made a post earlier today that was like a little recap on her 21 experience basically, and like she blew up this year because of an Among Us skit, and she was like, that shit's wild, but also I didn't want to be making Among Us content like the entire time, because she blew up pretty much only off of like one skit, and it was enough to get her from like 1K to 40K subs on YouTube and a bunch of other shit, right? Jesus, but she's always been a fighting game personality before that, and she'll be a fighting game personality after that. Yeah. But even then, like doing just one thing like that is enough to give, like once you have a breakthrough like that, you can definitely decide to just go back to doing what you were doing. And you'll be allowed to do that with some minority of the viewership you had when you did that other big thing, which is cool, because you're like, no matter what, those gains, you're always making gains from it.
Yes.
But
well, that's like the joy of our chili dog time video, you know?
Yeah.
Like the number goes up.
It goes up. It does its own thing, and we just make it once, and then it's like, well. Yeah, if you want to stay, you stay. It's obviously not a majority of our content. In fact, it's a very small minority of our content to me videos.
Yes.
But people like them. They blow up every now and then. Sometimes we want to make them, sometimes we don't.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, there's a stroke of deranged genius, if you can call it that. But, yeah, strangely serious series.
Yeah,
not series, but session.
That's what's flowing, you know? It's like end of the year, things are in recap and stuff. You're looking around and you're like, true. What's good?
I can't find these last two fucking things. Last two spirits. Void spirits. I guess we'll just go through here again.
Try and go up with it.
I hope our conversation has been interesting enough for this bland gameplay.
Yeah, just us running around.
Yeah, but yeah, that was that whole thing we were talking about, where it's like there's the fear of getting pigeonholed. We've had that a bunch of times.
Yeah,
where it's like we've had a video do particularly well, and people will ask specifically for that content, and then it's like,
yeah, and then we don't. We instantly set the precedent that that's not going to be the case, and I almost think we don't milk it hard enough. But
no, sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we won't. That's just because we're stupid. But at the same time, it's like, well, you can't. Sometimes if you're too small and you don't have enough, like we're too small. Where if we pigeonholed, like the gains we get, I really don't think that they would allow us to. They would stick with us or like allow us to maintain a reasonable portion of the gains, but still do what we want to.
Oh, I see one.
Yeah,
I kind of agree.
I think we need to be have a bit bigger something, and then if we pigeonhole into something, like you're gonna blow up even harder off it. But then again, like just talking about it based on numbers, like Sharpie was at 1K and she went to 40K on YouTube. We're at the 1K mark as well,
Mm-hmm.
So we could blow up off something and then it just happened. But it's got to be something that we enjoy also.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Those two things are tough to align together.
It's our fault for having terrible taste in everything.
Yeah.
That's like 90%.
Eventually we'll like some, and it's tough too because like there's stuff that's popular that like one of us likes but some of us don't.
Yeah.
Like particularly say like take Among Us again, right? Like me and Justin didn't feel it at first for a while and still kind of don't. But Tone was very into it at first. But Tone doesn't have the skills, I would say, to make anything out of it like we do because we run a lot of the stuff on the channel, He's our friend, he's along for the ride, but the editing, all of this is ours. And so he couldn't force the envelope and make something out of that. And it's like that's fine, because we were still able to enjoy the game as a friend group and we still do.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't work out in that scenario that was something that we ended up liking enough to like be popular off of. And it's crazy to think like we absolutely could,
Yeah, no, I mean
it could have been that moment, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but the thing is, do you really want to be an Among Us person?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't.
A lot of those names that you heard about all the time when Among Us were a thing, you don't hear about them now. Like they're still big, but you don't hear about them. And they all stopped playing Among Us. Yeah, because they got tired of it. I think that's the thing is I can't force myself to play a game I don't enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter how hard I try.
Yeah, we're very of like we'll autistically play 60 hours of one thing, but then that's it.
Yes.
There's no like it just has to, you have to have the fire for it, and having the fire for it doesn't always mean it's something you want to make content for.
That's something that I don't think a lot of people that don't make videos recognize sometimes.
Yeah, like our friends, for example. They're all like,
yes,
if you're going to do this, why not just record it? It's like, okay, well, if we're doing that, you have to be like not on our level, but you have to be then willing for us to be always recording things that we play. Like it sets a very weird friend group precedent that they don't understand the ramifications of.
Yeah, no, because it is like, even though it is the same, like we talk about the same kind of shit, I don't personally want to record everything I do.
No.
It's just not something I see as appealing. Yeah.
You want your privacy.
Yeah.
And that shit, also, for people that blow up, they don't get that anymore either. You hit a certain point where it's like, you're this big, shit that should stay private, and that people that like you as a person, as a creator, should respect, typically don't past a certain point, because there's just a higher chance of you having a fan base of people that really don't understand how to interact with others and like what should stay private and what shouldn't.
Something I always hear that disturbs me is people saying that they don't play games anymore outside of Let's Playing or outside of their streaming because they feel guilty if they don't
getting experiences. Yeah, getting those experiences off stream. And it's true. And, like you are missing yet another natural reaction to monetize, but
that's
you could also, that's weird. You could just play the game.
Like I'd be really sad if like I couldn't like feel like I could play like a 100-hour game anymore because it's like, oh, I can't monetize that.
Yeah, I literally just played through all of fucking SMT5. No one knew a single shit about that. from the channel at all. Like, I didn't put any of that out. Because that was just me grinding.
We might have mentioned it like once.
Yeah, I might have mentioned it once, but that's just like me grinding 60 hours of a JRPG on my off time. That's all I'm going to do. So, like, what's going on here?
It's funny every time that he's Patrick Warburton.
It really is.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Hey.
Oh, great
Juju power.
Summon your august majesty to this sacred place.
He really is such a fun voice actor too. He does such a great job.
I'll be so honored to meet him.
Don't.
Okay. Anyway, the most impressive of the Juju.
They realized they needed Tiki, right?
Summon you now.
He's stupid.
Oh shit.
You.
Hey, it is me. I am the best. I am the greatest. I am so happy to meet you. Let's celebrate. Punch for everybody.
That's great. The little shitter squad lagging behind.
Yeah.
Just doing their own adventure.
Our gang of losers.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't. Come on.
No.
That's so long. Well,
Oh
good
my
luck.
god.
Good fucking luck playing this, bro.
And it's all backwards. Or fuck me.
Another run through the rift world.
good luck.
Looks
man.
like it's time to run through the exact same thing again, but
Is
harder.
it? I think yeah. It's pretty much is.
This
just
time it's spinning. Do you like that?
harder. Not even giving us good music for this.
No, it's really lame. Have we covered everything with the
With
the-
being
what
content
we're talking
creators,
about?
just doing
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, I think so. I think all the bases have been touched upon.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to talk about it, though. I
I
think
like
that's
it.
something. I think that's something that would be really interesting to hear from someone that's like really big, like the biggest names, you know? Because like they talk about it, but like not.
But they can.
I feel like they
don't
sugarcoat
have.
it, too.
Yeah, they don't have the luxury of talking about it in the way that we can.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing is like you're.
'Cause
you
no
probably
matter
also-
what- that's
you
what's
probably
go-
hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Yeah, and it goes
By-
back to that privacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like things that shouldn't reach all ears and shouldn't offend all ears will when you're that big.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing is like the people that we obviously the people that we interact with like regularly, like they're all awesome and
Oh
like
my
you know we
God.
appreciate all of them. But like if you're some random person who's never commented on a video and never like you know hasn't interacted with us, clearly you're not, you know, like we don't know who you are, and like you know
Like
it's
you
not
can
the
show up
same.
in a stream, you can say hi, and like even if you just like just a single interaction goes so far
Yeah, no,
for someone
anytime,
because that's another person that we can put a name to or put a face
Yeah.
to, like shit like that.
you know, it's always nice seeing people return for like a second stream. You're like, oh hey, I know this guy.
That's cool.
Interesting stuff. If our channel ever blows up, I wonder if this is something people will look at and be like, they changed.
It's possible.
We're gonna go into whenever we start a stream, we'll be like, "What's up, you fucking nameless idiots? I hate all of you. Give me money though, please."
I don't like
buy
the
T-shirt.
I see people on TikTok doing that where it's like subscribe you fucking idiots. Like that kind of shit annoys me.
Yeah,
Where it's being like overly it goes one way. It goes both ways honestly. Where if you're a content creator that's like weirdly yet funnily mean to your followers or whatever, right? Then it sets the precedent that God fucking damn it, they go back in the portal. It sets the precedent that your followers can be that way to you. And
Yeah.
that's wrong, right? Because you don't like that at the end of the day. That's,
I always
that's
feel
people
bad
overstepping
for Ricky.
it.
I feel bad for Ricky because
That's his
even
whole
though
brand.
even though he brings it upon himself, like I'm sure that comes from something unhealthy.
No, I'm pretty sure Ricky actually has a very healthy streaming base. I'm pretty sure he does.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he started streaming recently-ish, like within the last year or two.
Oh no, I meant like in terms of like people coming in there and being like, "What's up, you fucking crippled idiot?" Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
no, you're absolutely right. That's
like
correct.
I'm sure
That's
I'm
correct.
sure that like now he embraces it, but I'm sure the first time he uploaded something and someone said something like that to him, like it was probably like I'm sure it didn't like permanently cripple him. That's not the right word.
No, yeah, I get it. But there's
but
no
you know
way.
what I mean.
There's also no way to avoid those types of interactions if that's your brand, you know.
Yeah.
And you also can't be prepared for that. Like, it's just gonna be uncomfortable, but
yeah.
But that's on brand at the very least. Mm-hmm. But even referring to a person as a brand is in its own right what you're talking about too. Like,
yeah. I wonder, because we haven't really experienced anyone who's like truly hateful, you know? Like we get, like every once in a while we get a comment that's like, this is worthless or something like that. But
yeah,
like,
or we'll get some like jealous people that we know too. But overall,
like,
we haven't gotten people that, you know, we've gotten like one hate comment, I think. We've gotten a few.
yeah. Yeah, but it's never anything like truly like mean, you know? Like I've never been like insulted by it. But maybe that's just because we're too small right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost kind of want something really mean, just for like, just for the sake of being like, yeah, we were acknowledged to be.
Yeah, I got
there. But at the same time, don't do that.
Yeah,
it's probably not very nice.
I mean, I feel like personally, I feel like we both are good at letting shit just roll off and going about our day.
I think so.
You know.
It probably would take quite a bit to truly, like...
Someone would have to, like, drop my IP, you know? Like, they would have to drop... and joke's on you, idiot. I don't even know my fucking IP. So you could do that, and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, you wouldn't be impacted at all.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't be...
What
like,
is this string of numbers?
You fucking idiot. Yeah, I can do numbers. That's math, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, nerd. What do you want from me?
Yeah, that's the thing is I also don't know my IP address, and I don't, like, I know what an IP address looks like, but if someone were to drop random numbers, I'd probably just be like, okay.
Uh-huh.
Are there any more animals I could change it to?
Okay. Quiet time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Quiet time.
Choice of 2 more animals. Your first choice is a frog.
Nice.
Look at her getting owned.
Yeah, she's getting owned and pantomimed in the background.
Also, you'll be able to swim really fast to avoid
swimming.
Like gators. Plus, they're green.
Oh no.
I like green. Well, because
I like green too.
I like green too, Green Giant. For no reason.
No reason at all.
For no reason at all. I like green.
If it's what you like to do, then knock it off, Fauna. Can't you see I am trying to help Tack with his quest?
Help him? You can turn into a froggy, Tack. Ooh, I look good in green, Tack. Helping him? More like boring him.
Oh, so I'm just a big bore now, am I?
Damn. This is a good dynamic.
So,
Great dynamic.
anyway, choose
Damn.
whichever one you want.
Damn, bitch. You could turn me into a giant boar.
I wouldn't even be pissed off. Come on, do it. God damn it.